Right. So now we are going to discuss about the upcoming INICET, which is in 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, you have INICET. Regularly, I mean, my suggestion for INICET is lots of differences. Okay, because whenever you have 50 plus days or whenever you have 2 months plus, regularly what is going to happen? NEET happens in the month of March, and followed by INICET will be in the month of May. So there are days and there is time that you can do lots of modifications in your preparation when you're planning for such a preparation, regular stuff. And of course, in the last 5 years, there were times where INICT was done ahead. Okay, so that also happened during COVID. But now this time you hardly have 3.5 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, after which we are already done with 3 to 4 days. So now my drifts and my modifications are very, very minimalistic. Okay. Let it be smart. Okay. Don't go with the blind game that previously what we used to have. And I hope like few of you has given November INICET and were 1000 below, 500 below, which is decent enough because most of your preparation was incomplete at that time. You have not done repeats properly. You are not proper with the revision. You're going with the regular schedule that is happening in the month of November. And even then you end up with 500 below, 1000 below is decent enough. And now you have the license to blast in this exam. Okay, so that is basically the intro for all of you. Now, the basic difference according to me, particularly when we are talking about INICET in an overall view, okay, because there are many state interns who are not eligible to INICET in November, but now you got eligibility to May INICET. Okay, so NEET MDS is something mandatory. It is must. Okay, it is must. Okay, it is must that everyone has to give this examination. Because if you want to enter into MDS, whether it is through government college, whether through state government college, or whether through A category or B category or deemed, whether you want to buy a seat in management quota, whatever, is MDS, NEET MDS exam is mandatory. So people will give this exam. It is something like a, how I can compare it, something like a delivering a baby. Baby at any cost will get delivered. Whether it's a cesarean, it will get delivered. Okay. Whether it's a normal delivery, it will get delivered. Okay. And people will help you. People will push you. Okay. And mother will push the baby out. Okay. So when coming to INICET, INICET is not like that. Okay. INICET is never like that. No one is going to push you about INICET. People will push you for NEET. NEET is mandatory. NEET is compulsion. Even if you prepare, even if you don't prepare, NEET is mandatory for every one of us. But INICET is not mandatory. Someone who is not preparing seriously, someone whose preparation is a 1 month or a 2 months preparation, they don't fill the form for INICET. INICET is basically filled by the form, filled by the people who has that sort of intention in their mind. Okay, that sort of initiation in their mind. Let it be you have this, or let it be someone is pushing you. I mean, someone mentor is motivating you to, okay, chalo, go write INICET. Nothing wrong. You hardly have 4 weeks from now. Writing INICET is not at all a bad call. And INICET is something like, you see a bunch of eggs here. Okay, you see bunch of eggs. All the eggs were not hatched. Okay, all the eggs were not hatched. You see, few babies are coming out, few babies are yet to come out, few babies are still yet to come out. Okay, so it is you have to create that inbuilt focus or inbuilt interest or inbuilt zeal that you want to get into through this. Okay, don't take it granted. Okay, maybe in the middle of INICET prep, your NEET result may be out. You may end up with great ranks, or you may end up with okay ranks, but you get settled. Okay, chalo, I got some 1000 odd with which I'll try GDC. If not GDC, I'll move ahead to a private college A category seat, which is near to my location, to my home. You get settled. You don't try for INICET. This regularly happens with most of the students. Okay, right? So my suggestion for you is, till the date of INIC, whether your result of NEET is out or not, whether your mindset is being changed by your friends or not, because most of your friends were sitting with you previously, couple of days back, 10 days back, most of your friends are sitting with you. Most of your companions are sitting with you. They may not sit with you now. They may not sit with you. They may go out. They may go back to colleges to finish their internship. They may go back to your hometowns to spend some good quality time with their family. They may go out to a trip also. That is also possible. Okay. But I don't want you to get disturbed. So this is a first precautionary measurement that I'm giving for all the people who has filled the form for INIC. Okay. You have left over with three weeks, 3 odd weeks. Give your best for this 3 odd weeks. After which I itself telling, like MDS CONQUER is an institute which never pushes students to repeat the exam. Okay, repeating exam is never a goal for us. Okay, it is time that is more important in the life rather than repeating exam and entering into a government college seat. It's time that is more important. You are happy with a private college seat, you are happy with the department, or you are happy with the college, whatever you are, wherever you are, city you're happy, chalo, do it. No need to wait, repeat the exam for a government dental college. Okay, time is more precious thing in the life. Okay, in my 10 years experience, if you want to rate me, the most precious thing in the entire life is time is the most precious thing. Okay, right? So without wasting any time, so let's enter into a few important aspects that we need to focus on, right? So tell me, when is your INIC exam? I hope you know the dates of exam. Okay, when is your exam? Shall I want you to be fast? Right, right. So exam is 17th May. Okay, and timing of the exam, very important to make a note about the timing of the exam. So what timing of the exam it is? So now INICET is in morning. Okay, it's not NEET. NEET is in afternoon. INICET is morning. So first modification that you have to do is try to give your GTs, whatever GTs I am planning for you, you have to start giving the GTs in the morning. Okay, so GTs has to be given in the morning. And second thing, your regular sleep pattern has to be changed. Long back we have a sleep pattern like read late night. Chalo, let's wake up at late. 10 o'clock is also fine because you need to reach the examination center by 12 o'clock. That is also possible. But INIC, you have to reach the examination center very early. Okay, you need to get up on the day. You need to get up at minimum at 5:30. Okay, even sometimes it can be less than that. Okay, so it is not going to be feasible. It's not going to be feasible. So first of all, you need to change your sleep patterns. Okay, sleep patterns has to be changed. And exam pattern has been changed. So I want you to start giving GTs in the morning time. You are going to have a light breakfast. You're going to go to the same examination centers probably. The setup and everything will be same. And you guys need to change your sleep pattern, the first and foremost thing. And of course, INICT result will be coming in 1 week. Most probably your NEET result and INICT result will be coming in a span of 7 to 10 days, both exams. So recently when I was talking to offline students, I was talking like this. Okay, so you have NEET, you have 600, around 600 GDCs are there. INICT is adding 40. So it is 640 GDC seats are there where you have 2 exams in a span of 1 month, deciding these 640 GDCs. And be clear, in the 640 GDCs, how many GDCs you want? You may get a great rank in NEET. You may get a great rank in INIC, but you are going to take only 1 seat. So out of the 640 odd seats, around 600 odd seats, 640 odd seats, you want only 1 seat. Your dream is to get that only 1 seat. Okay, 1 seat. Let it be your department of choice. Let it be your college of choice. So this is the first thing that you have to make a note. The second important aspect I want to stress regarding this INICT is the number of seats. I already told the seats were around 40. So how the distribution is basically, I just want to highlight this distribution just to give a hint of thought for the people who has categories and people who has reservations. So conservative, we have around 8 seats are there. 5 comes under unreservation, SC1, ST1, and EWS1. PDO, you have 5 seats. Unreserved are 3, OBC is 1, SC is 1. And ortho, you have 9 seats, 3 unreserved, OBC are 5. And prostho, you have 5 seats, unreserved is 1, OBC 1, ST are 2. And followed by, this is 4. Yeah. And followed by you have surgery. Okay, unreserved are 5, OBC is 1, SC is 1, ST is 1, EWS 2, total it turns. And you have a PhD. Totally turns around like 39 to 40 seats are there. Okay, slight modifications can be done, but preferably this range is going to be your final seat matrix also. Clear, right? So you have around 40 seats from 3 different institutes from majority of the departments in your hand, which are going to be filled by INICET. Clear, right? Number of seats wise. If you want to have a clear-cut idea, you can go to the AIIMS official website and you can check the PDF. Clear? Clear. Number of seats done. Exam time done. Right? Right. I want your response. Okay. So then I want to focus on exam pattern. Okay. Right. So if you check out the exam pattern, so what happens to the exam pattern? So NEET, MDS, most of you have given couple of days back, and the exam pattern is 240 questions, split it into part A, part B. Part A is for 100 MCQs with 75 minutes, and part B is for 140 MCQs, and it is 105 minutes. Total, it is 180 minutes. Right? Total, it is 180 minutes. Just a second. Yeah, hope my screen is visible to you. Okay, so it is for 180 minutes. And coming to INICET. So INICET is basically for 200 questions, split it into part A, part B, part C, and part D, each of 50 MCQs and each of 45 minutes. Each of 45 minutes. Okay. So it is time bonded pattern. Okay, right. So total it is 180 minutes. And NEET is going to carry +4 and -1. INICET has simply given it as -1/3 negative marking will be there. Simply +1 for right answer, -1/3 for the wrong answer. And the exam result will be out in the form of a percentile. Okay, right. Clear, right? I hope you guys are clear with this. Clear? I want your quick response. Right. So you guys are clear. So now the only suggestion is like NEET, yeah, part A, part B. And part A is mostly moving around your non-clinical subjects, and part B will be moving around your clinical subjects, roughly, with dental materials as an exception. But INICET does not have any such scheduling. Okay. So any question can come from any block you can find any question. Clinical question you can find, non-clinical question you can find. So there's no distribution of subjects, or there's no distribution of non-clinicals, clinicals in these 4 blocks. Okay, right. So this is very, very important, and you need to get adapted to this pattern of giving exams. So I'm planning for 9 GTs. So in this limited time, just for time management and managing how the blocks will be, not basically thinking about the question and answer and your scores, because there is nothing to judge or nothing to modify in this 20 odd days. Okay, so point is time management. You should get adapted to this time management. That is most important in the last couple of days. Right. So, right. I hope you got the difference between NEET and INICET patterning part. Okay. Right. So, I mean, like approach wise also, anyway, we'll be discussing in the last 2 days before you take exam. Similarly, like how we have done for the NEET. So approach wise also, from GT1, please try to be very, very clear. Okay. In the final exam, okay, in the final exam, each block is going to be So in the final exam, each block is going to be 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes. But as most of you have experienced when you're giving NEET exam, you're not able to use 45 minutes effectively how you're using when you're giving an exam on the app or a website. So app on a website, yes, you are going to use 45 minutes effectively, but there are many factors which come into existence whenever you're going for exam and giving it in a different location, different place. So my suggestion for most of you is I want you to solve these questions around in 42 minutes, 40 to 42 minutes. Keep a target. From GT1, I want you to solve this in less than 42 to 42 minutes. Okay, right? Means each block of 50 MCQs should be solved around in a time of 40 to 42 minutes. So there will be no complaints after the exam. Okay, people were coming out and telling so many complaints that happened in the examination hall with themselves, with the surroundings, with XYZ. I don't want to discuss all those things, but all these are precautionary measurements which I have given for you before you enter into the examination hall. It doesn't make any sense after 1 year of hard work, you spoil exam in the examination hall. Examination hall should not spoil your exam. You spoil your exam, yeah, I'm happy. But some X factor, some factors which are happening in the examination hall around the examination center should never spoil your exam. So please do take the precautionary measurements, whatever mishaps you have done, a little bit of mistakes, errors you have done, you try to overcome those things when you're going for INICET. And not in the INICET examination hall. I'm telling this has to be implemented from GT1 itself. It has to be implemented from GT1 to GT9 itself. I hope this is very, very clear. And coming to the, I mean, like schedules. Okay. I don't want to change the schedules. Okay, right. I don't want to change the schedules. And I hope like most of you are comfortable with the modules, whatever we have done, right? Do you say yes for it? Big yes? Because whenever, even when I was talking with you guys regarding the, final checklist, what I have given, must do topics I have given, most of you has asked me to go with the module wise only. So for INICE also, I'm trying to go with the same module wise that what we have done for the NEET. Clear? You're fine with that? You're fine? I want your response on the chat box. Okay, so I'll be going with the same module-wise approach. Okay, so similarly, how we have done it in 4 modules. Module 1. Guys, are you able to hear me? Am I audible? Need your response. It should be a two-way communication. Right. So I'll be going with the same module wise. So I think I no need to discuss these modules again. Okay. So module 1. Okay. And module 2, module 3, and module 4. Okay, right? So on every module, I'm planning to keep one examination, and the leftover days, maybe we'll be starting our schedules from tomorrow. Of course, I hope you have already started it. So I'm splitting the day 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 plus 16 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 16, we have 23 days. Okay. So 23 day, 24th day is your exam, and 25th day is today. I'm not calculating 25th day. So what I'm planning is we have 4 modules, right? We have 4 modules and 4 into 4. Okay. So my plan is 16 days, and followed by 7 days is your revision, 23 days. And don't assume that you want to stick on to only the modules in that 4 days, only that particular module in that 4 days. You can read randomly anything, whatever you want, whatever you feel. But my schedule will be going like this. 4 modules you have, each module for 4 days. So 4 into 4, it is 16 days plus the leftover 7 days. And every module we are going to take an exam. GTs are there. Whenever you want, you can take it. It's not, you need to follow my schedule. Okay. I hope this is very, very clear, right? Clear, guys? Clear? 4 modules. Yeah. And you decide, like you decide what you want to do ahead. Maybe you may be clear with few subjects, or you may be perfect with few modules. So as you have already given NEET exam, preparing these modules, handling these modules in one day, all the entire module in one day, and handling these subjects in a 1 or 2 days. Now I have given a buffer time of 4 days. Okay, but I want you to finish it as quick as possible and start giving your GTs. Total 9 GTs. I'm planning 9 GTs. GTs 9. And out of these 9 GTs, the first GTs are going to be the module exams. So 4 module exams and 5 mock exams. So total 9 GTs. And of course, you guys have questions from 2010 INICET to questions of 2020, 24. Okay, 24. And of course, the recent one, I'm going to discuss on the group on a daily basis, like how we have done for NEET examination. So I'll be doing the same thing for INICET also, discussing the questions with a little bit of explanation that is appropriate for that particular question. Clear? So this is our plan. Like, so 9 GTs we are planning. 4 are the module exams on each module, and the 5 are the mock exams, total 9 GTs. And I want you to solve questions at least from 2010 to 2024. Okay. Yeah. So this is INICET very specifically. There are few papers of JR papers of PGI, which has to be done. I'm not very sure who is going to give the, sometimes the PGI people are going to prepare the question paper. So they have a habit of taking their repeats. Some PGI stuff is there, which we'll be doing on the group. Followed by some medical INICET stuff, which we'll be doing on the group. I'll be giving those suggestions and everything. I'll try to implement those medically inclined questions to our mocks and modules. Okay, so medical stuff has to be done. Not everything, but at least last 3 to 4 years, medical stuff has to be done. So we can predict some repeats that can happen. You see, like in the recent NEET examination also, there were very good medical repeats of NEET, which luckily we have discussed them, and you have 3 or 4 straight away questions from those areas, which make you comfortable. So those 3 or 4 questions may decide your rank also. So I'm very, very keen about discussing them, providing them. Similarly, PGI JR papers we need to do. And now the trend to SRship has dropped a little bit low, but we don't want to take a risk. So we want to do SRship papers too. And SRship papers, as you know, these are exams which are taken by people who are done with MDS for their senior residency. So a few questions will be a little bit complicated, not clear. Okay. They may not be clear. So don't fight for explanation part of those questions. So whenever you're doing SRship papers, blindly go with question answer. Until unless if you are familiar with particular topic, it's okay. If you're not familiar, you're not able to get the correct explanation part from any source, my suggestion is go with question answer. Similarly, when you're checking the medical repeats also, I mean, like, that's what I'm telling. Like, sometimes they can give a bouncers also. I still remember there were years of INIC where they have given neurosurgery questions, neuromedicine questions for us, which are completely bouncers in the examination hall when the people are taking it. But once the people came out and we are searching where these questions are, what is the answer for this, they were straight away the previous year repeats. Okay. So whether to do this or not, I mean, for example, you take a paper, for example, assuming that 100 questions are there, 60 to 70 questions you can understand. You can understand in the medical papers. trust me, 30 odd, 30 to 40 odd, you cannot understand. For such an areas, I recommend, because this is how INICT is happening. So I recommend you to mug up the answers. So that's what we are going to practice. So we are going to repeatedly post these questions again and again on the group. Don't fight for the explanation part. If a little bit of explanation, we'll try to discuss that. And straight away, I want you to mug up the answers, and I'll be repeatedly posting these areas of INICT repeats, assuming that if something is coming in the examination hall, straight away you keep the answer and move on. Okay, right? So that is one important thing I want to stress on. I hope you guys are clear regarding this. Extra thing. That's what these are the only extra things I want you to do. Okay. What are those? Some PGI concepts. INICT repeats, of course, you guys, few of you have already done it when you're giving INICT November. So we are going to do that stuff. We are going to do some SR-ship stuff. And of course, I think like for offline and pro live and for the examinations, which are going for the GTs, I mean, GTs of NEET, I kept so many INICT previous year questions of medical there, and I have discussed with you. Okay, right? Unknowingly, I have not told you. I told they're the medical stuff, okay, but not clearly mentioned INICT because people has a phobia. INICT questions they don't read, okay, but intentionally or unintentionally, you have done so much of INICT part, okay, unknowingly, because along with the regular feed of NEET, I have feeded so many stuff related to INIC. Again, I'm going to brush those areas, okay, right? So these are extra things that we need to very specific. But most important extra thing among the list, the most important extra thing that I want to stress among the list is definitely 2010 to 2024 INICE repeats. These are the first thing. And second among the list is, this is the second among the list, the latest concepts. So non-clinical, medical inclined, latest concepts of medicals can be repeated for dental. There is a high chance, 100% is you will have repeats. 100% is, at least if not repeats, you will have the repeated concepts of medical, which you have to do, and we will be doing it. That's all, right? And okay, apart from this, same baggage of your NEET. Okay, so that is the reason why I have given access to the solved content of your NEET also for the MDS CONQUER students. The reason is you have solid 31 GTs. And you know how many questions, how many concepts have repeated from GTs. And I hope you guys know how many things were repeated from the must-do list I have given in the last 1 week, which was not posted on any platform. You know how many concepts, so many concepts were repeated in the predicted list. You know, so many concepts were repeated in the GTs. So INICT is not an exception. Okay, NEET content, I don't want to touch. Untouchable NEET content. INICT is a different content. No, both of the contents are same. Both of the contents are same. Okay, it's about the concepts which are more important. But liability of INICT will move around the how you handle the repeated concepts, because the like for example, you see the NEET will be given by a different mentors. You see this year the mentors of NEET are different, okay, and the next year the mentors of NEET are different, right? Do you accept this? I told you this before you go to examination hall, that you may have questions on common topics. Okay, you see mucormycosis, there are questions, so many questions. Okay, right? So there are many common topics where you have multiple questions from the same topic. Why this happens? Because NEET is basically prepared by a group of people from different. Orthodontist is going to prepare ortho questions. Pedodontist is going to prepare pedo questions. Okay, and this set of teachers or set of paper setters are going to vary for the next year. It's not the same. But coming to INICT, most of the paper setters for all the sessions of INICT are almost the same. Okay, so they have a habit of giving from the same areas. You got the logic? You got the logic. Analysis is very, very important when you're preparing for exam. When you're reading content, yeah, analysis may not be important. Concepts are more important. But you're preparing for an exam, analysis of exam is very, very important, right? Clear, guys? So this is one I want to stress on. I want your response. Yeah. Okay. So the plan is this. Okay. Schedules I'll be posting. I told you, right? Every fourth day, we are going to have a GT exam. Along with in this 4 days, I'm just listing it out. Like, for example, if it is 4 days, 4 days, on fourth day, you take one GT and one module. On the next 8th day, you take one mock and one model. Okay, right? So means on 4th day, you are going to have GT1 and GT2. GT1 will be model exam and GT2 will be overall exam. On 8th day, you're going to take GT3 and GT4. GT3 will be a model exam. GT4 will be a mock exam, overall exam. On 12th day, you're going to take GT5 and GT6. 5 will be a model exam and 6 will be a overall exam. 7 is a model exam, 8 is a overall exam, and 9 is a overall exam. Still you want, I'm there, right, Baba? Okay, so I can keep as many exams as possible. Not an issue with, we have lots of bulks of content. And of course, we have dedicated mentors who can sit and prepare question papers for you. Not at all a big deal. Okay, I hope you got the overall glance, right? Yeah, I'll be sharing. I'll be sharing the dates. I'll be sharing the dates on WhatsApp. Okay, right. So last but not the least, from the day one, I want you to implement the strategy. Nothing to lose in INICET. There is only gain in INICET. Okay. You already decided, right? You already decided. I don't want you to repeat exam. Okay. Leave about. Okay. Conquer. No repeat. You have to crack whatever it is. Crack in the first attempt. You are happy with the department, happy with the clinical. You can talk with me, decide, we'll take the seat and we'll move on. No repeating, no coming back and repeating for GDCs. Okay. The concept of GDCs is very, very wrong. Okay. Here, dentistry survives only on your skills, valid skills, your talent, the way you talk, the way your hand is going to move. These are the only things the dentistry is going to survive. Even if you are from the prime GDCs or prime colleges in the country, again, you have to come back to your hometown. That most of us do this with few exceptions, maybe 5-10% of people may be exception for this, but most of us will move to our hometown back to do our life. This is what our bonded culture is. This is how we are grown up. Even if I have great opportunities in other places, but I don't go. I either have to settle down in Andhra or Telangana, which is going to be the comfortable place for me as well as for my parents. So with this simple logic, which I am seeing so many students, wherever they do in KGMC Lucknow, they'll come back to their hometown. Okay. So point is, don't waste time. Okay. Good to do there, not bad to do here also. Okay. It's very simple. So straightforward. And I mean, that's what I'm telling. Like, you're already prepared for NEET and you have given your best shot for NEET. Okay. And you have done well with the NEET. And NEET result is going to come out. It's going to give you something what that is required for you. Let it be a government seat, if not a private college seat. It's okay. You already have a stepney. So how your ride should be, you have a stepney you already have a NEET stepney with you, means you already have an MDS seat in your pocket, which you're planning to take. So then how the ride should be, how the ride. And I feel like my ride for INICT will be very, very rude. Means if you want me to give 100%, I already have a stepney. Anything can happen. I'm ready to do it. So if it is 100%, I'm ready to give 200%. So that should be your commitment for the next couple of days. And on other side, people who has EWS, people who has OBC, people who has SC category, people who has ST category. Of course, you have that extra edge in these exams, which I have already discussed about the seat matrix. You want a full-fledged seat matrix? Yeah, of course, it is available on the AIIMS website, which I'll be posting as a PDF on the group. If you want, you can cross-check, but don't waste time. Rather than checking the seat matrix of the exam, I strongly recommend you to focus on reading the exam and fighting the exam with the confidence. Okay, right? Clear? Anything more you want me to talk? Yeah, first time I'm seeing a little crowd for INICET. Okay, so I can interact with you. Anything you want me to suggest or you want me to add on? Anything? Yeah, I'll be doing, yeah, I'm a little busy. I'm moving here and there. I'll be doing the questions of 2024 NEET also, 2025 NEET also. Yeah, pack extension aspects are already posted on the group. You can check the pack extended stuff that is posted on the group. Mock exams for non-MDS CONQUER students, I think it is 1499. That includes boot camp stuff. I mean, that includes the mock block, okay, which includes 2010 to 2024 papers of INIC that you can solve. And along with that, you are going to have access to these 9 GTs. Along with that, you have access to our WhatsApp group. That does not include any video content. We are not giving any video content for the people who has joined for these 3 months, fresh admissions. Seat matrix for NEET. They will release, wait, during counseling period, they will release. That we'll be discussing. Check it off. I don't know. If final registration is open still. You need to check with your friends. I don't keep an eye on the last dates unless it is very important. Yeah, it is open till 25th. 2 days are there. Anything more? I don't have time, Divya. Here we don't have multiple mentors, right? I have to take everything. Today I have a dental materials class for 2026 pass. Yesterday I was in Tirumala Dental College. So I have so many commitments. So it's not that easy to sit and prepare all that stuff if we have 2 or 3 mentors who are going to handle all the subjects. But I'll try. Anything more, guys? Shall we take an off? So overall glance is INICET should come from the heart. Okay. And don't quit INICET in the middle. Let it be a NEET result or let it be your friend or let it be some X factor should not disturb you from INICET. Second thing, you have 23 days plus today, 24 days are there for INIC. And the result will be coming 7 days after the exam, which may be around the result of your NEET. Number of seats are around like 38 to 40 seats are there. Seat matrix is there. You can check out in the AIIMS official website. Approach is very simple. Like extra things, what we need to do is all 2010 to 2024 papers, previously whatever you have done for INICET has to be done thoroughly, properly, nicely. The next thing is at least 3 to 4 last year INICET medical stuff which are inclined to dentistry, which are common for dentistry, Okay. Doesn't mean go back to do a gynec question. Doesn't mean go back to do a forensic medicine question. It doesn't mean go back and do some orthopedic questions, which are not required. Physiology, yes, whatever depth it is required. Medicine, whatever depth it is required. So subjects which are common, yeah, you have to do it. Of course, I'll be discussing it. Some PGIJR stuff has to be done. Some SRship stuff has to be done, but priority is given more to INICET, medical inclined repeats and INICET dental repeats are the first priority. Okay, so I'm planning 9 GTs. 4 of them are module exams and 5 of them are mock exams, totally 9 GTs with a time bonded pattern of your final exam, stimulating the final exam. If we have OBC, we can get a seat. Anyone can take seat in a UR. Not only OBC, ST people can take seat. SC people can take seat. Anyone can take. UR means unreserved. Unreserved means anyone can take. Okay, right. And make sure like whenever you feel like a particular concept or a particular table or a particular area or a particular topic is being repeated every year in INICET. Okay, for example, you see basic life support and modifications of basic life support. Okay, and these are the areas which are being repeated every time. Okay, Okay, and Pakka, the upcoming INIC also you'll be having a questions, but make sure you go back and check the relevant source for that particular thing. For example, you see like there were like 3 or 4 questions which are straight away in INICET 2000 November 2024 from medical emergencies of Malmed. So such an areas has to be identified and you have to go and give some extra time for those things to get that extra edge. Yeah, PP book is also nice, comfortable. is also comfortable. INICT paper is, that's what I'm telling. Like INICT paper is unpredictable. You don't have a blueprint. So NEET is having a blueprint. INICT is not going to have a blueprint. Whether they're going to incline sometimes completely clinically, sometimes on a balanced side, sometimes they incline more non-clinically. Okay, so preparation should be balanced. That's what I'm telling. To handle these exams, your preparation should always be balanced. Okay, so just have a balanced preparation and just try to give your best for this next 23 days and finish it off. Come back, we'll discuss what to be done in PG. That is more important. That's what I'm telling. Like wherever you do PG, under guidance, under whom guidance you do PG, which department you do PG, yeah, they are important. So rather than these things, what you do in these 3 years of PG are more important, because I have students who have done PG from great colleges, but they were not great in the span of 3 years. So when you are not great, when you are not great in the span of those 3 years, the outcome will be nullified. Even you may be from a bad college, but you have a strong determination and you have that ability to do hard work and want to learn something. You have sources right now. Long back, you see, like 10 years back, you don't have sources outside to learn. You don't have sources on social media to learn. You don't have sources on YouTube to learn. But now you have lots of sources on all the platforms to learn about what is dentistry, what is happening, what you want. You want to really learn? Yeah, you can learn. That's what I'm telling. Like, so it's about what you do in the 3 years of PG. What is your mindset in this 3 years of PG is more important than these factors. Of course, the place where you do, your HOD or your guide, your seniors, okay, the college is going to provide materials or not, the college is going to have OP or not, which department you do. Yes, they have equal existence, okay, in your career. And on other hand, what you do the 3 years has more than that equal existence. Okay, I believe that these first factors, what I'm talking, may affect you in 30 to 40% of cases. But what you do during the 3 years of PG process is going to have more impact on your professional life. Okay, you may be from a average college or a below average college, but if you are extraordinary, you can do an extraordinary dental practice. Okay, right? I hope you got what I mean. We'll see, Ramya. Okay. I have platforms to conduct courses, but I don't have time. Okay. I don't have time. If time permits, I'll definitely conduct some courses uh, and try to give you that basic strength before you go to college. Basic ideology, what you need to learn from the college, what you need to extract from the college is very, very important. So that we are going to do. Maybe after INIC, I'll be a little bit free. So I'll look into that. Okay. Right, Chalo, it's getting late. So good day, study well, take care. Schedule, a written format of the schedule will be updated on the group related to the GT9. Okay. And now I want you to start with modules. Okay. It's your choice whether you want to start with 1 or whether you want to start with 2 or whether you want to start with 3, whether you want to start with 4. It's your choice, whatever that is. Okay. Your choice is more important. I hope you got some analysis over the exam or your preparation after giving NEET. Do you accept this? You got a clarity, right? Where you're going wrong? What best things that you have done to stay hydrated with the questions in the NEET exam? Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Application questions, yeah, a little bit tricky will be there. That's what I'm telling. It will be tricky. It cannot be easy. Exam can never be easy. If exam is easy, then according to me, that is not exam. Okay, so exam has to be difficult. But if you're able to handle 100 to 120 questions confidently telling that answer is going to be 100% is pakka this B, 100 to 120 if you're able to handle in the examination hall of 240, you are able to handle 100 plus questions telling that pakka the answer is B, then it is a decent question paper, a very good question paper for you. You cannot answer all 240 out of 240. That is completely stupidity. Okay, right? So chalo, we'll get back to you very, very soon on the group. Bye. Take care. See you very, very soon.